Hello, my name is Jeff Kelly, and in this video, I want to go over just some general ideas about how you can fight against a creditor lawsuit. Now, a lot of people will call my office asking me, why in the world am I receiving a letter from you about my creditor lawsuit? Well, I am a bankruptcy attorney, and I specialize in helping Georgia consumers deal with not just debt they're getting sued on, but all their debt. Past due debt on houses, car debt, credit card debts, the whole nine yards. And so this is a good way for us to get clients. But sometimes we send a letter to somebody and they don't really have any credit issues at all. A lot of times they're victims of identity theft, and they will call us up saying, I want to fight this. I don't want to file bankruptcy. What can you do to help me? Well, I know a lot of attorneys in Georgia, and I'm happy to recommend someone to help you fight in state court. So what I want to do is just kind of run through the process of a creditor lawsuit with you real quick and tell you about some important things where you need to respond. So first, when we send this letter out, we often get to your mailbox before the sheriff gets to your house with a copy of the lawsuit. And so we will have people call us in disbelief saying, how do I know you're telling the truth? How do I know I got served? I Googled my name on the internet and it's not coming up. Well, look, we only send out letters to people who are actually getting sued. Sometimes it may be a week, sometimes it might be 2 weeks before you get served, but you are going to get served. I've been doing this since December 1998. And in every single case, you're going to get served. The only way the lawsuit's going to get withdrawn is if a creditor goes down to court and withdraws the lawsuit. But if I'm sending you a letter, somebody has filed something against you in court. Otherwise, we would have never got your name and your address. So, the sheriff is going to serve you a copy of the lawsuit. This is super important because when they serve you with a copy of the lawsuit, you have 30 days to respond to the lawsuit. So, if you have been a victim of identity theft, personally, I think, if we're talking about a large amount of money you're getting sued for, you need to hire an attorney. That's just stupid to go into court and not have an attorney if we're talking big money. But I understand sometimes people get sued for small amounts, sometimes less than what they would pay an attorney to go into court. So I understand you might want to represent yourself, and you can do that, particularly in magistrate court. So what you would want to do in a case like that is you can Google online forms, how do I respond to, creditor lawsuit in magistrate court. There's all kinds of forms all over the internet. The basic gist of it is you're going to have the same style as the lawsuit you've been served with. You can copy that. You're going to want to reference the case number, and you're going to want to say answer at the top of the page. And your answer could be something as little as this. It could be, I am not liable for this debt. I'm a victim of identity theft, and I would like to have a hearing before the judge to discuss this. So if you do that, then the court will set it down for a hearing, and you better make sure you show up, because if you file an answer and you don't show up in court, the judge, if they want to, they could send out a bench warrant for your arrest. I'm sure that doesn't happen very often, but they have that power. So if you're going to file an answer, you better show up in court, because they've set aside time for you, and a lot of judges are very serious about this. So you go to court and you ask the other side to present their evidence. Where do they have a copy of the contract? Did you sign the contract? Well, no, you didn't sign the contract. You didn't sign anything. Your signature is nowhere to be found on any of their documents because you're a victim of identity theft. So those are the people who I think are most likely to win in fighting this. Now, let's say you have been served with a creditor lawsuit and you do, in fact, owe the debt. Okay. Well, number one, you can ignore it, and if you don't do anything, they're going to get a default judgment against you. They're going to garnish your wages, and Georgia's pretty brutal. In Georgia, they can take 25% of your net check. So if you're expecting to get $500, you're only going to get about $375. They can also clean out your checking account. So sometimes if we're talking about a small amount of money and you owe it, I have seen some people that just say, oh, forget it, let them garnish me, you know, or you can call them. Second thing you can do is you can call them. And the name of the attorney and the phone number of the attorney should be on the complaint that you will eventually get served with. And you can call them and you can try to work out a small payment plan. Now, what if we're talking about a significant amount of money? There's no way you're going to be able to work out a payment plan. What do? Well, you know what you're supposed to do? Call me. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything to talk to us. Let's go over your income. Let's go over your budget. Let's see if we can come up with a plan to take care of not just the lawsuit, but to take care of everything. Give me a call, 770-881-8449. Again, that number is 770-881-8449. I've got a great website, kellycanhelp.com. I've written a lot of blogs. There's a lot of information on there. And I've written a book on Chapter 13 and Chapter 7. And I would like for you to get a free copy. So you can go to my webpage, scroll down to the bottom, type in your name, your email address, and boom, you'll get a digital copy. Or if you want a hard copy mailed to you, call my office, 770-881-8449, and we will send you one while supplies last. Nothing in this video should be taken as legal advice, because if you want legal advice, you can get it for free by calling me. Every case is different. Every case has, a specific set of facts. So don't be that guy or that person that, tries to make their own legal conclusions based on something they find on the internet. Give me a call and we'll be happy to go over your situation. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a great day.